In the midst of a family struggle with mental health challenges, a young man's diagnosis and subsequent treatment adjustments played a pivotal role in a tragic sequence of events. The individual in question, a son grappling with severe psychological issues, had been formally identified as suffering from schizophrenia. This condition, known for its profound effects on perception, thought processes, and behavior, often requires careful management through medication to maintain stability and prevent episodes of distress or danger. The journey began when the son sought professional help for his mental health concerns. Under the guidance of a psychiatrist specializing in such disorders, he embarked on a regimen designed to alleviate symptoms like hallucinations, delusions, and disorganized thinking. However, as is common with many antipsychotic medications, side effects soon emerged. One of the most noticeable and distressing for the patient was significant weight gain. This physical change can be attributed to how these drugs influence metabolism, appetite, and hormonal balances in the body. For someone already dealing with the emotional toll of a serious diagnosis, this added layer of discomfort, perhaps leading to lowered self-esteem, physical discomfort, or even social withdrawal, became a major point of contention. Complaints about this weight gain were voiced repeatedly to the medical team overseeing his care. In response, the doctors decided to alter the prescription, switching to a different medication in hopes of mitigating the unwanted effects while still controlling the underlying symptoms. Such adjustments are not uncommon in psychiatric treatment. Finding the right balance often involves trial and error, as each person's biochemistry reacts uniquely to various compounds. Unfortunately, in this case the transition did not go smoothly. The new medication, while potentially addressing the weight issue, introduced a host of other problems. Reports indicate that the son became increasingly erratic, with behaviors that veered into unpredictability and potential risk. This shift could stem from factors like incomplete stabilization during the switch, interactions between old and new drugs, or simply the body's adjustment period, which can sometimes exacerbate symptoms temporarily. The parents, deeply involved in their son's well-being, were kept informed about these developments. They witnessed firsthand the alarming changes in his demeanor, which had escalated in the weeks prior to the devastating outcome. As caregivers, they faced the heart-wrenching dilemma of supporting a loved one through crisis while navigating the complexities of mental health care. Discussions likely revolved around the best course of action, whether to push for more intensive intervention, seek second opinions, or allow time for the new treatment to take effect. Yet, uncertainty loomed large. Mental health crises often defy straightforward solutions, leaving families in a state of constant vigilance and worry. Compounding the situation was the decision by medical professionals not to implement a temporary psychiatric hold. Such measures, often used in acute situations to ensure safety and provide immediate stabilization, involve involuntarily detaining someone for evaluation and treatment. Reasons for foregoing this step might include assessments that the son's condition, while concerning, did not yet meet the legal thresholds for such intervention, or perhaps optimism that outpatient adjustments would suffice. In hindsight, this choice added to the layers of what-ifs surrounding the family's ordeal. The son's time in a rehabilitation facility in the lead-up to the tragedy offered a glimpse into efforts to provide structured support. These centers typically offer a blend of therapy, medication management, and skill-building activities aimed at fostering independence and recovery. For someone with schizophrenia, this could include cognitive behavioral techniques to manage symptoms, group sessions for social interaction, and education on living with the condition. However, even in such environments, challenges persist, especially during medication transitions. The facility's role was crucial, yet the rapid changes in his state highlighted the fragility of mental health treatment. As the son's behavior grew more volatile, the household dynamic undoubtedly shifted. Parents might have experienced heightened anxiety, sleepless nights monitoring their child, and difficult conversations about boundaries and safety. The bond between parent and child, already tested by the diagnosis, faced further strain as love clashed with the need for protection, both of the son and potentially of themselves. Schizophrenia, affecting about 1 in 300 people worldwide, often manifests in young adulthood, disrupting lives at a critical juncture. Families like this one are thrust into a world of advocacy, learning medical jargon, attending appointments, and balancing hope with realism. The weight gain itself, though seemingly a minor complaint, symbolizes broader issues in psychiatric care. Many patients discontinue medications due to side effects, leading to relapse rates as high as 80% within a year without treatment. Alternatives like lifestyle interventions, diet, exercise, or adjunct therapies could be explored, but in urgent cases, pharmacological tweaks take precedence. Here, the switch aimed to improve quality of life but inadvertently destabilized the delicate equilibrium. Reflecting on the parents' perspective, their awareness of the troubling updates must have been agonizing. Perhaps they consulted friends, support groups, or additional experts, weighing options like residential treatment or legal guardianship. The lack of clear direction from doctors amplified their isolation. Mental health systems can be fragmented, with long wait times and varying expertise levels. In this vacuum, small decisions snowball into larger crises.